self-development, TV. What breast cancer-causing chemicals are on our dinner tables? According to a recent study, nearly 200 chemicals used in the food packaging and plastic cutlery we use every day have been linked to breast cancer, and dozens of these carcinogens can leach into the body. Let's take a look at how the food packaging we come into contact with every day affects our health. There is strong evidence that 76 known or potential breast carcinogens can be found in people in recently purchased food contact materials from around the world, says Dr. Jane Moonke, Managing Director and Chief Scientific Officer of the Food Packaging Forum. She emphasized that removing these carcinogens from the food supply chain represents a huge opportunity for cancer prevention. 40 of the chemicals recently detected in food packaging have already been classified as hazardous by regulatory agencies around the world. Despite this, many of these substances are still being used in food contact materials, where they can leach into the food we eat. Many of these chemicals have already been classified as harmful to human health, yet they are still being used in food contact materials, says Dr. Jenny Kay, a research scientist at the Silent Spring Institute. The incidence of early breast cancer in women under the age of 50 is on the rise, and experts say the trend is not explained by genetics alone. There are many reasons for this, including obesity, alcohol consumption, physical inactivity, and environmental factors, and it will take a long time to figure out which factors have the greatest impact, said Dr. Len Lichtenfeld, former Deputy Medical Director of the American Cancer Society. The Silent Spring Institute published a list of 216 chemicals that can cause breast tumors in rodents in 2007, and an updated list in 2024 found 921 potential carcinogens, including 642 that can stimulate estrogen or progesterone production. In this study, we compared the list to the Food Packaging Forum's database of food contact chemicals monitored in humans to analyze potential breast carcinogens found in food packaging. The results revealed a range of dyes and chemicals used in plastic and paper packaging, as well as known carcinogens such as benzene. 89 suspected carcinogens were found in plastic as well as paper and cardboard containers, which could be attributed to adhesives or coatings in the packaging. In addition, chemicals of concern such as PFAS, phthalates, and BPA are used in food packaging, which have been linked to a variety of health problems. PFAS have been linked to high cholesterol, cancer, chronic disease, and limited antibody responses to vaccines, while phthalates have been linked to childhood obesity, asthma, cardiovascular problems, cancer, and premature death. BPA is an endocrine disruptor, linked to fetal abnormalities, low birth weight, and brain and behavioral disorders in children, and in adults, it is associated with an increased risk of diabetes, heart disease, erectile dysfunction, cancer, and premature death. To reduce exposure to these harmful chemicals, consumers can take several steps. Avoid grilling or burning food. Use a fan when cooking. Remove fat and skin from meat and fish, and skim off fat that forms during cooking. Choose smaller-sized seafood to reduce exposure to mercury and toxins, and avoid canned foods and cartons with liners that contain BPA. We also recommend choosing organic produce, meat, and dairy to reduce pesticide exposure, replacing plastic containers with glass, avoiding plastic in the microwave, avoiding non-stick pans, and replacing plastic bottles and coffee makers with glass or stainless steel. To protect our health, we need to be aware of the impact of the products we use every day and work to reduce our exposure to harmful chemicals as much as possible. Source: Sandy Lamont, CNN. Thanks for watching.